Frank Gambino's back with us. So last hour, just before the top of the hour, I had Frank on, and I was questioning him about this headline. UW, University of Wyoming, meat judging team places high in spring-fall competition. And my first thought, Frank, was, I didn't even know we had such a thing as a meat judge. What is a meat judging competition? Frank, because you and I talked about it. Did you get a chance to look at the article?
I did. This was more than I thought it was. Not only does this meat judging team have a coach, they also practice.
Well, of course, if we're going to talk about this, somewhere out there in Laramie, Wyoming, is one of the meat judges listening to us right now. Hi, Sierra. So now let's do this real quick. First off, I'm looking at a picture of 5 people that's in a newspaper, the Wyoming Tribune Eagle. So are you one of them?
Yes, oh. I'm on the far right there.
The far right there, okay. All right.
Yes, the other 4 are the 2020 meat judges for the University of Wyoming.
And thanks for listening to the program, by the way. Okay, so first off, what is a meat judging competition? I mean, I don't even understand what that is.
Sure. There are actually 21 universities across the country that have active meat judging programs right now. And the University of Wyoming is actually ranking 7th or above consistently in our competition. Mm-hmm. Our students, they work here at the University of Wyoming in our meat lab, and we practice 10 hours a week.
Wow. Practice. Let's put that in air quotes. You practice.
We do, yes.
Okay.
So our students, we judge fresh meats and processed meats.
Okay.
A lot of people wonder if we eat the meat. We do not. So we judge meat from the aspect of industry, looking to see how valuable it will be for the producer who raised the livestock animals, and then when the butcher looks at it, how much quality or product is there for them to sell. Okay. And then from a consumer standpoint, how valuable is it to a consumer that they would want to buy it?
So there's actually, I can see a practical use in this.
Yes.
Yes, so you can get into the real world and get a job with a real company or maybe even for the government.
Absolutely, yeah. And we get students from all kinds of majors, not just animal science, but communications, business, education, because they're not just learning meat skills, which are certainly valuable, but they're learning how to talk to consumers about meat science and how they might educate their students in the future. Or one day I really hope to get an agricultural engineer, because maybe being able to go in and out of meat processing plants, they'll get to design their own meat processing plant in the future. So it definitely has real-world application even outside of a meat cooler.
Okay, now what do you think, and have you tried this new fake meat that they keep coming up with, which I've tried it, and it's fine. I mean, it tastes okay, but I can tell the difference between the real thing and that. Are you involved in that at all, or does that not interest you?
That's an interesting topic, because we see a lot of large meat processing facilities actually investing in that technology, which is good and bad. I mean, I have a friend who's allergic to mammal meat, and so she grew up on a farm and she wants to be engaged in agriculture, but she cannot eat, beef, pork, and lamb. And so those kind of products have their place in the meat world in a small realm. I certainly hope that they never replace actual livestock proteins, but for people who want a safe way for them to consume protein for their diet, it could have its place.
Sure. Well, I think it has its place. Like, for example, some years ago when they came out with the veggie burger, I went ahead and gave it a try. Now, they were not trying to replace hamburgers, but it is a good alternative. They actually do taste good. But here, I'll tell you what my prediction is for these fake meat burgers. I grew up in Florida. When a hurricane is coming, people go to the grocery stores and raid it for everything, except for one aisle that is one small, thin sliver of a section that is never touched, and that's the vegan food section. It is the tiniest little section in the store, and nothing is touched. All right, so where do you hope to take this, since you've won this competition? I hope it came with a trophy, but what's your career path after this?
You know what? And I'm so happy with where I'm at right now. And my family actually asked me, it's like, what's next? It's like, I just want to keep coaching at the University of Wyoming for our meats team. We've got a lot of really awesome students within the animal science department, and we're still building our meats program. And University of Wyoming is actually one of only 5 schools in the country, I believe, that has livestock judging, meats judging, wool, and horse. And so I think our goal is just to keep all 4 of those judging programs active and competitive.
Right.
And so my goal is just, keep working with great students and keep winning contests, and the fun and the excitement comes from there.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I need to get for you so you can continue this path. We need to have some bleachers in the classroom there and in the lab so people can cheer you on.
Yes.
Yes, the cheerleading team needs to get out there with cheers for you. I'm not sure what that would sound like, but they can come up with meat cheers for you, I'm sure. And we've got to change it so you can actually sample what you're judging, because if you can't have like a barbecue grill going in Sierra, what's the point, honestly?
Maybe we can get a football tailgate for the meat judging team to cater for everybody.
Well, thank you for sticking with us and continuing to call back until we got you on the air. And I'm so glad that you're out there and educating us. I didn't even know this was a thing. I had no clue.
It's a very obscure hobby for our students. So yeah.
All right, Sierra, thanks for calling in. Thanks for your time. I appreciate
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.